Oh, Erica, we have questions.
Oh, I'm sorry. How would you recommend we deal with implicit bias when it is the boss who is at fault? Good question, Casey Sharp.
Well, I think if I may offer a suggestion, I often think it is important, and sometimes we don't want to do this in organizations, but it's just the reality of the times that we live in, and we would like to hope that everyone would treat us fairly, that everyone responds equitably, that everyone, operates by a particular standard or moral code or ethical standard. But we all know that we've had some bad bosses, and one thing I learned from a leader in my PhD program, one of my professors at the University of Alabama, she would say, take those experiences of bad supervisors, bad managers, and make sure you channel that experience and make sure you make it work for your benefit in terms of being the best practitioner or the best person you can when you are in a position of leadership. So that's one thing to always keep in mind. But also when it comes to a person who is engaging in behavior that they refuse to challenge or refuse to change, you have human resources in place for a reason. And, a lot of times when those things consistently go unchecked, it contributes to a toxic culture, a hostile culture, and it impacts the clients and the practitioners. So I would encourage you to make sure you're documenting things and putting a timestamp to that. And even if it's your supervisor, figure out if there's a way that you guys can have that one-on-one conversation about it. And if that doesn't work, then you definitely would consider taking it to the next level. And sometimes it's hard to do, sometimes those conversations are hard to have, but you also have to think about the people's lives, that you are entrusted with. We are dealing with clients, we're dealing with practitioners, we're dealing with our clients, we're dealing with our patients, we're dealing with students. And the result or the impact of implicit bias has real consequences for those lives and also for these organizations that we work in.